Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And welcome to Silaholics Anonymous. Right now, this is being broadcast both to YouTube and Facebook. I only do Facebook to give you guys a preview of what the tutorial will be about and to direct you to the YouTube channel where you can view the full tutorial. So if you are watching this right now over on Facebook, in the description of the video, and I'm also about to post it right now in the comments, go ahead on over to the YouTube channel to watch the full tutorial. I'm going to show you guys some basic tips and tricks for creating memorial designs, things that are very easy. I see in a lot of groups where people are always asking, hey, can someone remove this background for me and add wings? I am one who's not really a fan of always putting wings on a on a picture for a memorial design. There's so many other things that you can do for memorial designs, but that is the most common request. So I want to help you guys and equip you with the tools and the knowledge to be able to do those things yourself. So I am going to show you how to do that today and be able to do it in Silhouette Studio with the help of the website remove.bg, as well as a site to blur the edges of your images. You can also use apps such as PixArt to help you blur the edges and things like that. I'm not going to go over that one, but you can use other apps to blur the edges or the bottom. If you do not have or wish to purchase or download Photoshop, there are other options to get kind of the same look, but maybe not as, as detailed as it would be from like Photoshop or Affinity Photo and things like that, okay? So be sure to head on over to YouTube to see the full tutorial. If you are watching this, whether you're watching it live right now or you're watching the playback of this, because I'm about to end it in a few seconds, head on over to the link that is in the comments as well, or you can find it in the description, and head on over to YouTube to see the full tutorial. I'm doing this to kind of get you guys used to going over to YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell over on YouTube, because that's where my live videos will originate from, is from YouTube for things like this. All right. So head on over to YouTube if you are watching via Facebook. We are ending this live right at 3 minutes. So in 3, 2, well, actually, no, we have 3 minutes now. 3, 2, 1. I will see you guys over on YouTube. All right. Well, for those of you who are over here with us on YouTube, hello again and welcome, welcome, welcome. I actually saw more people on the YouTube link than I did on the Facebook one. So thank you guys for having your notifications on, for subscribing and having your notifications on. Before we kind of get started, go ahead and hit that share button at the bottom and share out the video to your your Facebook groups and things like that. So go ahead and share that out. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, it won't let me do it. I meant to share it that way. It ended. So I have to find that one so that I can share to a group. All right, so hopefully it's shared. Not sure where it's shared to, but make sure you guys go ahead and hit share. All right. But welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be a tutorial just to teach you some basic things and how you can use complementary websites to help you create designs. Silhouette Studio does not allow for blurring of edges, or like you don't have what's in Photoshop is like having a layer mask, and you can brush it off like with smooth edges and things like, or soft edges. You don't have those things in Silhouette Studio, but when you know how to use the program, you can recreate things that you would normally see done in Photoshop. You can do those in Silhouette Studio. It just takes a few more steps, and it's going to require the help of some outside sources. All right. That's what we're going to get into today. I am Shakia, the professor of Silaholics Anonymous, and I do these live videos, tutorials. We have classes over on academy.silaholicsAnonymous.com. We have templates and resources like that for you over on shop.silaholicsAnonymous.com. But everything that I do is to teach you guys how to use Silhouette Studio and elevate your design game. Even if you don't want to kind of go too advanced, just to learn how to utilize the program, whether it is just to print out, to create digital content, or to actually cut with one of these Silhouette machines. I am here to teach you how to use it. Our classes will help you master using Silhouette Studio. If you don't know about my Essentials to Silhouette Studio class, it is the ultimate video reference guide for Silhouette Studio. I go over all of the major, like pretty much almost every tool in the program that you're going to need to create custom designs and things like that. So if you have not checked that out, use the link in the description. Go on, head on over to academy.silaholicsAnonymous.com. Search for that Essentials to Silhouette Studio class and sign up. It is only $35. It is a playback of a live class, but we have refreshers every 2 months. All right. So there's a refresher class coming up in June. So sign up. You get access to that live refresher course. Live refresher session. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. I just took a picture from the internet, but you can do this with any picture that you have. If a client sends you a picture, or if you have a picture, you're going to want to upload that to the remove.bg site. So I'm going to go on over to, let's go here. All right. We're going to come over here and go to remove.bg. I personally pay for it so that I can get the higher resolution images. For this one, it wasn't that much of a difference, but there are times where having that higher resolution and paying for it, you're going to get better results when you remove the background as far as how, like, the clarity of it. But I use remove.bg. There is free options. There's a paid option. If it is something that you're pulling from the internet, or even if someone sends you an image and you upload it or they inbox it to you, it's someone like you have it on a Facebook post or anything like that. When you come here to remove.bg, it's going to tell you to upload a file or drop a file. You can drag and drop an image and just, like, if you already have it open, click on it, drag it and drop it in. You can click on upload image, and then you can find, I'm going to see which one can I use. I think all of these have already had the backgrounds removed on them. Let's see. I think all of these have had the background removed. That's why they're over here. Okay, let me look for a different one and see if I can't get that removed. I'm just going to click on this one. And you see that one, it's going to remove all of the background for you. If there are little pieces left, you can always go over to edit and edit out any additional pieces. Like there are some here. Not sure if you can really see it. You can always put a background behind it. It's going to expose more of it. Go over to erase and restore. Go to the eraser tool and erase out any of the little pieces that are there. And then you can refine that in Silhouette Studio, or you can take your eraser down to a smaller size and try to erase as much of that out as possible. If there is any area like right here that you want to keep and it got rid of it, go to restore and draw that back in, which I probably did too much on there. So let's go undo, undo. I just need to draw back in right there for the rest of her shirt. Oh, and then her shoe is missing because I can see through it. A lot of times when you're using this, if you leave it at the regular gray and white, you won't see where they're missing areas. And then once you bring it into Silhouette Studio, you'll notice them. I can see this water or whatever this is in her shoe. So I'm just going to go to restore, and I'm going to restore that. Okay, so I wanted to see how much. So we're going to go back. So I really only needed to restore like right here. You can always bring back more of it and then take it away in Silhouette Studio. So we should be pretty good right here with that. So that's one of the ways that you can use restore. And then when you go back to background, you're just going to go to, no, not that one. Where is it for no image? You can also add, like, you know, a lot of people like to do the sky and stuff. You can have that added from remove.bg where you'll have a skyline. But I want no image, and I have to remember where that one is. Okay, wait. Nope, not select a photo. Color. Oh, there we go. Go to color and then choose none. So now it'll be just a regular one, and then you would download it. I'm not going to download this one, but you would just download this. And once you have it downloaded, you can bring it into Silhouette Studio. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to download just to show you. So let's just go download image. If you're using like Google Chrome, it will show up here at the bottom. And all you have to do is click on that, drag it over to Silhouette Studio and drop it in and then resize it. All right, that's one way to do it. But I'm going to bring in the one that I did already for this one. We can go File, Merge, or you can go Open. I'm merging because I already have all of my memorial elements here. So I'm going to go File, Merge. It saves when you download it. Of course, it goes to your downloads folder. And this is the image here. So I technically can bring that in. It's over here in the corner. It's on the screen. So I'm going to move this out of the way. There it is. And I'm going to blow that up. Excusez-moi. All right. So there's one way of doing that. I'm going to show you how to blur the edges with a different website. So you can see here, this is a really sharp edge. I'm going to go over to the second website, which the link is in the description of this video. And you would bring in your image. So I'm going to restore to the original size, and I'm going to take this down. I forget how it actually even comes in. But you're going to open up your image. You know what? Let's go. All right, we're going to go here. So you can see it from the beginning. Browse, drag or drop file. So you're just going to browse in your folder, or you can drag and drop that same one. I'm going to go up here and bring in that image of, oh wait, where are we at? Let's go to the wrong one, downloads. And I'm going to bring in that one. So it will blur, and you'll kind of see a blurred edge at the bottom. Sometimes it can come into the top. If your image was really, really close, it's going to blur the top, and you may not want it to blur the top of your image, of your picture. So it's best when you use remove.bg, let all of that area stay to the top. Of course, you don't want it to where it's really, really tight. And then you would adjust your blur up or down. You see how as I go up, you start to see the white right here. We don't want that because that's going to be blurred out on your design as well. Now, if you want that to be blurred and kind of blend it a little bit more, you can. But I typically tend to make sure that that is not there. So we're going to go to 5. And then my right and my left, I don't need. So we're going to take, we're going to take off same value. So I'm going to uncheck that. The right and left really don't matter. And I'm going to take this up to about 5 or so. If I go up to 6, I start to lose some of, I can see the color change there. So I'm going to take mine down to 5. Yours may be different. If you have a lot more transparent pixels at the top, you can take your blur up even more if you want to. All right. So for the background, you're going to go to here where it says JPEG and make it a PNG. You're going to choose transparent only PNG, and you're going to see the gray and white checker background. And then you're just going to hit save. So that's going to save that to computer. It's going to come down here. It'll also be in your downloads folder. If you use a different web browser like the Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, that's like the same thing, Firefox or anything like that, I cannot really say how it's going to download. I don't think it does it automatically. I think you have to either choose open or save. If it gives you the option, always choose save and then choose your downloads folder for it to save there. It's going to be a lot easier to find. But I prefer to use Google Chrome. And when I hit download, it's just available for me at the bottom. All right, so now that you have that, we're going to go back to Silhouette Studio. And I'm going to bring that one in, File, Merge, and then Blurred Edges. So I already saved it. And that should be over here somewhere. Grab that one and make it bigger. Now, I did also open up, of course, the original image to show that now this is very gaudy. Like I literally added every element that I can think of to this. But if you did not want to necessarily remove the full-on background, but you want to keep the background that's there and to just make it look like there are wings behind it, I'm going to show you how to do that also. This was just me throwing in a bunch of elements. This is actually very gaudy. I don't really care for that. So just real basic, you remove the background, you want to add it to another background. This is removed, the edges are blurred, right? You're going to get your wings wherever you get them from. You can try and check PNG tree or just do a Google search for wings. There are some that are on Creative Fabrica. There's like a lot of wings and stuff on Creative Fabrica. I have wings from like a bunch of different sites. Ones that spread out, ones that are like they hang low, some that are side by side for a profile, because you never want to use wings that are meant for a front facing image on an image that's more of a profile or it's like tilted to the side. That just looks so weird because it's not going to be at the right angle. So try to get a couple different styles and positionings of wings. Don't use just the same one. Once you bring that into Silhouette Studio, so same way, you have your file, you download it, you're going to go File, Merge, and bring that into the file that you are working on. Because of the way PNGs are, I've already removed background on this. Forgot about, what else I'm supposed to be doing here. So I'm going to just put a box here and then just weld it so I can bring it back. Oh, wait, Jeepers Creepers. Let's bring this box really close to this because right now, oh wait, no, it's not. I thought it was traced. It's not. How you can tell if something is traced, if you double click on it, if you only see 4 dots, that means that it is not traced. And then also another way that you can tell is if you put a line color on it, if you see one big box, it is not traced. Okay. So we're going to trace this so that we can move it around if we wanted to, spread them out if needed. You're going to go over to your trace tool, select trace area, place your box around the object or the image. You're going to increase your threshold until the edges are masked in yellow. Sometimes you don't have to go all the way up to 100. This was a really light image, so going up to 100 was ideal. Then you're going to go trace and detach. And then you're going to click on the wings, hold down Shift, click on the other one, move it out of the way, go back in and drag and select over here because there's probably some little stragglies. You can see this box and this one. Hit delete. We can group these together. Right click and send it to the back. Now you have wings on your image. Simple, easy as that to add wings to it. So using remove.bg, if you want to blur the edges, you can, and then just take the wings, trace them, and put them behind your image. Now you can put this on any background that you want. So I have a couple of things over here. Let's grab this gold one too. just so that you can see. So if I take this one and, oops, wrong thing. Oh, you also want to trace and detach this because there's a really big box there. So let's also trace and detach this. So select trace area, place your box, increase your threshold, hit trace and detach. Move this one out of the way. Select the box and delete. So let's just go ahead, select those and group them together. And you can see, I just wanted to show it on a background so you can see like that's all transparent. So whatever background you put back there, it's what's going to take, you know, it's going to take that on. So if we were to stretch this, which this image was all messed up. It's right now it's in the front. So we're going to right click and send it to the back. And he's now in the sky. You can see how having that little fade right there, it's not a sharp edge. And that's how you know, whatever background you choose to put back there is what you will use. There are different techniques and things that you can do to make it look a little bit more realistic. I've seen so many times where people just kind of plop that whole stairway to heaven and their feet look all kind of cuckoo crazy on there. You know, there's a lot of different, there's a lot of other design techniques that you can use to make your designs, whether it's a memorial or anything else. You can make it seamless, guys, but you have to really get an understanding of the program, get an understanding of composition of designs and what looks good and what's not going to look so good. All right. But do y'all see how easy that is? Were any of you guys who are watching live, or if you're watching the playback of this, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you thought that it was a lot more difficult to do this in Silhouette Studio. Were you intimidated by trying to attempt this in Silhouette Studio? Does this help you see how easy it is to do this in Silhouette Studio? Go ahead and leave a comment whether you're watching live or the playback. And while I'm waiting for you guys to do that, for those who are watching live, I'm going to set up for the next one. Pretty much the same thing if you wanted to leave it on this background. And I need my wings. So let's ungroup. I forgot to make a duplicate. I'm going to delete that. I do have a class on my Academy site about memorial designs, and we go a lot deeper than this. These elements here were to start you off. They were actually included in the memorial class. So if you take that, you have access to a few rainbows and sparkles and things like that, and smoke and clouds and other elements. I have done some ornaments, so you can see how you don't have to have wings or anything behind it. There are different things that you can do with, you know, just taking an image. I did a lot of cropping for this. Some of those clouds at the bottom to kind of cover up some of those harsh lines. This one, we had the skyline, but then the image, we just put it in a circle, put some flowers or some flowers around it. So you don't always have to do wings and skies and things like that. I think I closed out one of the other ones that I designed. As far as like a memorial one. But we do have a class over on academy.silaholics.com. It was one of the sessions of our sublimation boot camp, and there will be another. Like, so I do the main ones, and then we do small refresher. And for anyone that's new, so you kind of get the live feel and you can ask questions, there will be a live refresher course for that one. Also, live refresher session for that one also in June. Okay. All right, so the next one we're going to go through is if you wanted to leave the background. Now, this is a little bit more of like advanced type techniques, but you'll get it, you know, so just kind of keep practicing, and you will eventually get it. All right, so with this one, this is how we know we have the box around it. So we're going to also trace this down. Same techniques, but this is the one that had the straight bottom. This was the first one. Right directly from remove.bg. So we're going to go over to select trace area, place your box, increase your threshold, and trace and detach. And we're going to pull this off to the side. Select all of this and delete. All right. Now, if you want to keep this, you can. I'm going to hold down Alt, click, and then move this over here just to make a duplicate, or you can right click and choose duplicate. What I'm going to do is just change the color on this. Actually, let's not do green. Let's do a different color, like maybe the orange color or this like yellowish color. All right, I'm going to come over here to my color palette and turn down the transparency so I can see through it. And I'm going to resize that to get as close to the size of the image that's there. Might be a little bit off because, that was the one that was from remove.bg. So it might be a little bit off, but you're going to try and size it down. And the reason why we do the transparency is so that we can see through it and we can see if it's right to the edge. It's okay if it goes like a little bit like outside of it, because you can always move your image once we once we subtract it, you can always move that. So once you have that kind of position, kind of okay, we're going to take our transparency back up on that. All right, we're going to take these wings and place them kind of there. I'm going to take my transparency down real quick. I just want to see where these wings are positioned at, and about his ears, that's pretty good. I'm going to take my wrong one. I'm going to click back in this area. It looks as if it is gone. Promise you, it is not. I'm going to increase this just in case you want to crop something else to look like it is going behind him. Do not remove your original. You're going to, how can I say it? There's a couple different ways. And I break this down in my membership courses where I'm teaching graphic design via Silhouette Studio, because there's more than one way to do this depending on which technique you want to use. To keep it real simple for you guys, I'm just going to use subtract all. But I'm going to right click and bring this to the front. Hold down Shift, click on both. Well, let me see. How do we do this? They are together. Yeah. So I'm going to click on the wings because we group them together. You're going to go over to modify and you're going to go subtract all. It's going to look like nothing happened. But if we move this out of the way, it cut away the wing part that was in front of him. And I'm going to ungroup and I'm going to move this one down a little and over just so that I don't have that gap because I could see the wall. So now on the original background, it looks as if there are wings, like you put wings on him and you didn't have to remove the original background. Maybe for some reason you want to use that. So those are little techniques that you can do. I'm going to put this back here. And the reason why I said you want to use subtract all so you can have that original and don't have to copy it. Let's say you want to bring in, and that's the only reason why I left this looking all cheesy like this, is to show you like cropping out a different image. So we're going to bring that to the front, rotate it, stretch it out. So let's say I want that to go about there. Oops, zoomed in too far. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on my image and send them to the back. So I have my wings and I have the original image. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the wings, click on this one. And for this, I would prefer to do it this way so that I'm not messing up my original images. So you're going to copy it. You're then going to click off, right? We're going to right click, paste in front, and then you're going to hit weld, or right click and choose weld. Let's change that, make it a different color so you can see. Let's bring it to the front. We have this one, yet we still have our original pieces, okay? I'm going to take this one, hold, oh, wait. I want you to see something. The reason why I'm doing this. You see how even though this is in the back, it's going in front of his face. You have to remove that area. It's in front of his face. So we're going to undo. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the rainbow. And this time, because I don't need to keep the original top colored piece, I'm just going to hit subtract. And if I move this out of the way, it looks as if the rainbow is going behind him, because you subtract where his head is from like that actual rainbow image. So it's more of an optical illusion when you're doing this, but that's some of the tricks and tips that you can incorporate to create these designs. But you have to understand how Silhouette Studio works. And that is the purpose of my courses, my videos. I'm very detailed. You will never, like, I'm not saying never, but like for a really good tutorial, my tutorials are like mini classes. Will some not like them because they're 30 minutes long, 45 minutes long? Probably, you know, they'll probably turn away from it. Oh, I want a quick video. I don't have time for all of that. But if you really, really want to learn how to use Silhouette Studio, my tutorials where I'm going through them in detail, or my classes, is where you want to be, because I show you step by step and break it all down. So if you are not subscribed, hopefully this convinced you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified. And also tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend that Silaholics Anonymous is going to get you right and teach you how to use Silhouette Studio and master it to where you feel like you are not limited in how you can design. So those are some little tips and tricks. Hopefully this helps. If you are watching live or if you're watching the playback, let me know if this helped you. If you attempt to do any of these techniques, be sure to come back and let me know how it worked for you. If you have any issues, maybe something isn't working, leave it as a comment on this video. You can also join my Facebook group, Silaholics Anonymous Silhouette Help, which the link should be in the description. I have to check that because when I switched over, I don't know if I put my groups in the description. If not, from now on, I'm going to check that and make sure that they are in the description. But you can join my Facebook group, Silaholics Anonymous, Silhouette Help, as well as, honestly speaking, 365 Sublimation. If you're into sublimation, join that group as well. It's more of a community for you guys to be with like-minded crafters. I do answer questions in there. I'm always in my group, but it's not just me answering questions. It's a community to help. And it's a way where you can easily post your images that you need help with, because I'm not one that just does live videos or just does help videos in my group. I do them on a scale where it can be shared out to many, many, many people, whether you are in my group or not. So you won't find a lot of exclusive things, but it is a way to kind of get direct help from me, because I can see your pictures. I can see what issues you have, and I get notifications for Facebook faster than I do for like YouTube. But leave your comments here as well, because I do come back and answer on YouTube. Okay. All right. So let's see. Are there any other? This was helpful. You make it look so simple. Once you learn the program, and you try to learn the program, not while you're working on an order or a design, you take some time for yourself, play around in the program, allow yourself to mess up. Once you undo and you start to see, oh, that's why that happened that way. Okay, that's how you learn the program better. So once you learn it, it's going to be or seem very, very simple to you as well. You'll probably wonder, like, how in the heck was I struggling with this to begin with? This is so easy, so simple. It's just a few steps. If you are that Cricut user and you feel like, oh my God, this is too much, it's too much because you're trying to do something that you cannot do in Cricut design space anyway. But when you break it down, you'll see that it's really only a few steps once you understand how the program works. All of my videos stay up. So unless something crazy happens, my videos stay up. I do not take them down. There are over 6, almost 7 years of content here on this channel. So you can go through them, and it's different programs. I mean, I have videos all the way back from version 3. So no videos get deleted. 7 years of content, okay? If you don't want wings, just do a trace and detach. As far as if you're asking as far as like other designs, you have to decide on what type of design you want. There's a million different ways that you can make memorial designs. I'm not a fan of wings all the time. So I like to use different styles and different design elements. The sites are in the description of this video, remove.bg. And there's one, it's Blur Edge, it's something else. The one for Blur Edge, I don't remember, always remember the name, but the links are in the description of the video. Oh, to find my backgrounds. Oh, you're not going to find my backgrounds. I don't, where I find my PNG tree. I'm sorry. That's probably the one you're talking about. I thought you meant for remove the backgrounds. So I read it again. PNG tree is a site that you can go to. I pay for vector stock. I have Creative Fabric. I have a subscription on there. In the description is a direct link. If you've never had Creative Fabrica, there is a link for you to sign up for the first month for $1, and then each month after, as long as you don't cancel, will be $19 per month. So you can sign up for that as well. So Creative Fabrica is one that I use. PNG tree. I use vector stock. I use Vecties. I've gotten some stuff from Etsy, some stuff just from a regular Google search. I get images from everywhere. Aw, thank you. All right, so I don't see any other questions posted, but if you have them, do not hesitate to leave them as a comment below. Also, remember, we have our website, shop.silaholics.com. That's where you can pick up your sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink. You can sign up for classes. You can sign up for one-on-one sessions. If you forget where to go to get to our videos, you can always click here to take you to the YouTube, to the Silaholics Anonymous YouTube channel. Just scroll through. We always kind of have new things on the site. We have our memberships. You can click on those or go to the Academy site to get more information and pricing for the memberships. We have templates here to help you along the way. And also other resources and essentials such as color charts, chip resetters, PNG fade mask, or purge file. Like there's so much on our website. And if you are someone who has or considering the 7840 or the 7820 printer for pigment ink or sublimation printing, we now carry the cartridges for those with the chips that are programmed to match those printers' firmware. We do have them. It is on pre-order right now. They are slated to ship out no later than June 4th, so next Friday, but hopefully it'll be available before then. But they are slated to ship out no later than June 4th, so you can pre-order to make sure that you get yours. Everyone's been wanting this printer. They'll probably sell out. We have another shipment coming in also, but for that first run, they'll probably sell out. So make sure that you go and you order, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. All right. So that's shop.silaholics.anonymous.com, and the Academy site is academy.silaholics.anonymous.com. So visit that site as well. Yes, I do. I have a full class on graduation stoles over on the Academy site. We did a level 1 class, a level 2 class. So let's go all courses. We're going to go to graduation product designing. So there was a level 1, like for beginners. It was like how to do designs with text only. Level 2 added, some images and like a few backgrounds and how to do that. And then the level 3 was like for advanced designing. I mean, we went cuckoo crazy on that one. Fades and shadows and different text effects. And, you know, we just did a lot on that one. So many different elements and things that you can learn for it. If you're wanting to not quite do just text, and then you don't want to pay for the entire like bundle, which was $136, the $136 included the templates, or included the basic templates, not the trend ones. You also have, you can just take the level 2. It does not include any templates. You would have to just go to our site and buy the templates or use your own templates, but it gives you an idea of how to design. And we did have a print, prep, and press day as well. It was a 2-part class. So there, well, it was really 4 parts, because there was level 1, level 2, level 3, and then everyone came to the print, prep, and press class. So you'll see exactly how I print and press them also. So that's on academy.silaholicsAnonymous.com. The link for that is in the description. And then just go to all courses, click where it says graduation products, and then decide which one you want to take. They are different prices based off of the level of the class, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to have a giveaway. I am at, I'm at 23,966. When we get to 24,000 subscribers, which that number should be way higher. Don't know what's going on, but once we officially, according to YouTube, hits 24K subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So we're not very far off from it. So tell a friend, make sure you double check. If that subscribe is not grayed out, then you are not subscribed. Even if you've been watching me for forever and a day, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you are notified whenever I release new content. All right, guys, until next time, have a great one. Be incredible. Peace.